Have you been wondering what direction you want your life to take? Maybe you've been in a career for a while and you feel like it's time for a change, or you just feel like you're ready to embark on a new adventure and you're not quite sure how to navigate that change and how to make that happen. I'm going to give you 3 steps that are going to make that super easy for you. Hi, I'm Alex Neal, you're a certified high-performance coach, and I help successful women feel more fulfilled by working towards the legacy, the meaningful legacy that they want to leave. The first step is this: figure out where you are, what's not working, what you want to change, and then think about where you want to go if you imagine yourself a year, 2 years, 5 years down the line. Because having those 2 points is absolutely critical to map out kind of what your journey is going to be. It's like going on a flight. If you know you're leaving from a certain airport and you want to land in a different country and you know which one, then it's a lot easier to map out and to figure out what your flight needs to be, when you want to leave, etc., etc. Figuring out your life is very much the same way. You need to understand what it is about what's not working and what you want to change. So where are you today? Once you have that, it's a lot easier to think about where you want to be tomorrow, how you want to grow, who you want to grow into, because those are the things that are going to help you to change your life and that are going to help you to make those adjustments so that you can move forward. And there are 2 critical things that you need to change. The first one is you need to change your mindset, right? Because what's gotten you here, if you're looking to make a change, isn't what's going to get you there. So take a look at what your thoughts are, what your habits are, and understand, if I'm going to go from here to there, what are the things that I need to change? So if you, for example, have a fixed mindset where failures are bad and you avoid them at all costs, versus a growth mindset which looks at mistakes and failures, let's say, as a side trip to get more information, your chances of success are going to be much greater. So try to work in a way that's going to expand your mindset from fixed to growth. And if you need more information on how to do that, I would highly encourage you to read the book by Dr. Carol Dweck called Mindset, because it takes you exactly through that difference between the fixed mindset, the growth mindset, and how to evolve into more of a growth mindset. The other thing that you need to change is your environment, because your environment has a huge impact on how you behave. So if you're somebody who's in corporate, always surrounded by corporate people, your tendency will be to want to remain in corporate. But if you're in corporate and you're thinking about doing something outside of that enterprise environment and really going into entrepreneurship, the more people you align yourself with and you associate with who are living that entrepreneurial life, the higher your chances are of making that migration from corporate into entrepreneurship are, because you're going to start to listen and hear things in a different way. You're going to start to imagine different possibilities for yourself. That's what happened with me. I thought I was a corporate girl through and through, but after 30 years in corporate, I ended up leaving that environment to start my own business. I would have never thought it would be possible. But then again, here we are. And that's part of it, is because I changed my mindset. I changed my environment. I changed the people that I associate with. And I also changed the structure that I had that was my tried and true to something different. So your environment really dictates kind of how you structure your day. So being able to make those changes makes a big difference. The other thing that you need to change is what you consume. So if you spend hours on TikTok, if you spend time on social media consuming things that aren't taking you in the direction of where you want to go, that's also not helpful. So your social media consumption needs to change so that it supports your future vision, and so that you can start to imagine those possibilities instead of letting fear take over and letting caution take over to say, you know what, things aren't that bad, I'm not that miserable, let me stay where I am and do what I've always done and what I'm comfortable doing and what I know how to do. So when we're thinking about change, it's about changing the mindset, it's about changing the environment, and within the environment, it's really about changing the people you surround yourself with, changing how you structure your days, and also changing what you consume. So all of that supports what you want to do next and where you want to go. And the final thing is that you need to really think about, what are the actions I need to take? Once you know you have that visibility on where you are and where you want to go, you make the changes you need to make with your mindset and your environment. It's now time to take action, because we can dream all we want, but if we don't put action behind it, it's never going to be anything more than a pipe dream. So if you have aspirations to leave a meaningful legacy, but you're playing that small entrepreneurial game, you're not really going to get there, because the gap is going to be very big that you need to bridge. So start to think about, what are the changes that I can make? Start to train yourself, learn, start putting yourself in slightly uncomfortable positions and situations so that you can start slowly to push the envelope in the direction where you want to go. That's what I wanted to share with you today. Come back next week for more tips and tricks on how to live a high performance life and on how to leave an enduring legacy for yourself so you can be more fulfilled.